What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review. And today we're taking a look at the brand new Star Wars Mandalorian Chrome version by MAFEX. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, through the window, you are able to see Mando along with all the accessories that he comes with, including Grogu up there. So, that's dope. Up front, we get a look at the figure. And yeah, he is looking pretty awesome. Man, I can't wait to take some pictures of this, because that chrome is going to look crazy. But yeah, hopefully the fingerprints don't ruin a cool figure here. But right here on the back, you can see that we get Mando in all kinds of cool poses. Yeah, he looks dope, man. I know a lot of people don't like the Mafex Mando figures, but I mean, I have a couple of them and I really like them. And I know they're not perfect, but I do think they're awesome. So yeah, I don't know. I do feel like figure arts probably makes the best Mandos though. Um, and that's funny because I'm not even a fan of figure arts like that. But yeah, they do make pretty good Mandos. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the packaging. It's collector friendly and all that nonsense. But let's go ahead and get Mando out and take a look. Okay, guys, so now I'm gonna put okay, so here we have Mando out of the box. And yeah, this thing looks amazing. It's a beautiful looking figure. That shine is really eye-catching. It looks awesome. As far as I could tell, it's basically a repaint maybe of previous Mando figures from Mafex, I think. Is this the Mafex one? It's kind of hard to tell between the Mafex and the figure arts, but yeah, as far as I could tell, it looks like just a pretty much a direct repaint. Actually, this thing looks a little different. Interesting. Yeah, but everything else looks the same. But man, this chrome one is crazy eye-catching. This thing is dope. If anyone's interested in picking this up, I have a Big Bad Toy Store link in the comment below. Actually, yeah, I got this from Big Bad Toy Show. I mean, Big Bad Toy Store. Shout out to Big Bad Toy Store for sending this out. He also comes with Grogu, and Grogu looks really nice. Hopefully, you guys are able to see that. CM Brock says, not a hot take, but the Mafex kills the Black Series. Oh yeah, that should be a given though, considering the price, you know. But it's I mean, I think the Black Series are pretty good though. I don't think they're bad. Here's a look at all that pretty shine on Mando. Hopefully, man, look at that. That is really nice. Trying to avoid touching the silver. He does have a soft goods cape. Oh, I like how this cape is all torn up. I know the other ones are torn up too, but this looks pretty good. I like that Mafex has included more and more soft goods. Um, Speaking of that, I do have the Mafex Vader. I'm going to do a full-on review for that since he's a little newer. Um, but yeah, he's a little tight out of the box. That's one thing I'm a little concerned with. But yeah, he looks great, man. Damn. Honestly, if I was to get one Mafex Mando, I think I would get this one. Because that shine just looks crazy. It just kind of reminds me of when he walks into the bar after he has like his new armor and he thinks he's all bad and shit. Me Without Mew says he looks very cool. He might be my first Mando. There you go. Yeah, if you need a Mando, but I will say though, this one's pretty expensive. On Big Bad Toy Store, he's like 120. And I'm sure if you bought him overseas or whatever, he'd probably be pretty expensive too after shipping and everything. Will probably be around that same price. So it's pretty expensive. There are a lot of other more affordable Mandos out there. Like I was just saying, the Black Series ones are really good. But yeah, this is it right here. Like this is probably the coolest Mando. That shine just makes it like incredible. That shine is so eye-catching. And yeah, the articulation is really stiff though. That makes me kind of nervous, especially since we're on a live review here. I'd like to heat them up, but uh, I'm scared what the heat would do to the armor anyways, like to the shine. Felix says, looks good, Wade. Crash and Burn says the cape definitely better than Black Series. Oh yeah, Hasbro. It's cool that Hasbro's starting to do soft goods, but they definitely need to just kind of up it up a little bit. People were talking about fingerprints. I haven't noticed any fingerprints being left on here. So I don't think that's really a huge concern. But we're going to go ahead and look at the accessories real quick. I'm not going to pop on all the hands or anything, but I will show you all the hands. Ray Paz says, but if you use the Wade link, you're helping this brother out. Hey, man, there you go, Ray. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So for accessories, starting off with the, we already talked about Grogu, but after that, let's talk about the hands. So as you can see, he does have fists, which are on him right out of the box. Man, his joints are really tight, so I'm kind of scared to push it. But yeah, he does have fists, and then he has a pair of open hands. You know, if I was doing a regular review, I'd be pressured to throw all these on. And then he has another set of like open, relaxed hands. He has a set of trigger finger hands. He has a set of just kind of regular gripping hands. And then he has, oops. And then he has a set of, what the hell are these? Oh, some other type of gripping hand, probably for his little shank that he comes with. But yeah, you know, when people do their full-on reviews and that's how they show the hands, I'm always like, lazy motherfuckers, fuck. But hey, for a live review, it is what it is. That's the whole point of these right now, right? um, then he does come with his jetpack with the flames coming out of there. This is dope. Let's see if this goes on easily. Oh, okay, you got to remove the whole fucking plate back here. Let's see how easy this shit is. Again, it's a little like weird because he's so stiff. Hey yo, hey yo. But yeah, you could. This doesn't make sense though, because how are you gonna get this shit back there? Does this come off? Oh, it does. Okay. CM Brox with the $5 super chat. Thanks, yo. He says, appreciate the content. Awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're always dropping super chats and hanging out in the live stream, and I appreciate the support, man. Look at that, though. That's cool. That goes on there pretty easily. Pleto says, does he feel oily? Sometimes they can put oily coating on the chrome. No, it doesn't feel oily at all. And also, the fingerprint thing is not an issue. Like, I haven't noticed any fingerprints. Maybe it's because I don't have fingerprints. All my shit is like decayed and fallen off. But look at that. That's cool. And also, I just noticed there's a clip right there, probably to hold the dagger. Maybe I don't know. Would he put his dagger on his jetpack like that? So I like the jetpack, and I think I'm gonna keep the jetpack plate on there. Oh shit! As you can see, once you get the once you this is kind of hard to come out. Is it because is there now I can't get this off? Oh, there we go. Yeah, maybe because like the extra coating of chrome, whatever, makes the pegs a little thicker or something. Because that was kind of hard to take off the second time. See if we get this on here. There we go. All right. And then he does have some weapons, some really cool weapons, actually. Sorry, it wasn't centered up there. He does come with some weapons. William Houston says Hasbro steps up the shine with each release. Nothing like this, though. Ghostbusters fan says, got a favorite Vader figure before reviewing the Kenobi Mafex fit. You know, honestly, my favorite Vader is probably the very first Mafex. Like, there's some other ones that have come out that are great, but I've never felt compelled to go buy every Vader because I was always pretty happy with the first Mafex. I still have them in my main display, and I like some of the Black Series Vaders, but honestly, I don't think I have any of them in the display, and they're like buried, so I probably won't even. Actually, I got to figure out. I got to find at least one. Oh yeah, that's right. The clip on the side of the jetpack is for the Beskar spear. That is right. I forgot about that. But yeah, speaking of the spear, he does come with said spear, and this looks cool, but it feels very, very fragile. Holy shit, feels very thin. So you definitely want to be careful with that. Oh yeah, but that clicks right. That clicks right in there, and there we go. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, be very careful with the Beskar spear. And we'll get him to hold some of his accessories in just a minute here. He also comes with the dark saber. Oh shit, this is awesome. Is it gonna focus? There we go. This looks really good. Oh, sorry guys. It's out of focus a little bit, but yeah, there we go. That looks really good. Warning: jetpack does not go on easily. Yeah, I mean, it kind of does, but again, I'm doing this, but my arms are extended. I'm like bent over trying to look at the screen. So maybe if I was sitting there focused on it, it would work. But this dark saber is really dope. Okay, so he also comes with can't remember the names of all these weapons. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, is this the? Oh, this is like a depowered. I mean, is that what you call it? A sheathed dark saber, um, or a depowered dark saber. Let me know if the picture's looking okay. Hopefully, it's not. The lights aren't too like blown out or anything. But yeah, this looks good. And then of course he's got. Oh, he doesn't have a little dagger. I thought he did, but there we go. He's got his blicky, they call it in the streets. Nah, he's got his gun. But let me see. I want to get him to hold his dark saber. One thing that's cool about Mafex is like they give you hands specifically designed for each weapon in most cases. Like he's got those tight gripping hands. Here we go. Yeah, that's one thing. I know, again, I'm not trying to compare Mafex to Hasbro because it's not even a fair comparison. But that one thing that Hasbro does that drives me crazy is that they do like mixed up hands or hands that don't fit their figures. That's probably my biggest like sometimes they'll put out a figure and it's like, oh, this is a repaint of whatever, and it's like, whatever. And then you end up buying it because you want the character and this and that. And then, for me, I'm always like, that's the most frustrating thing is getting a figure that I like or that I just kind of caved on because the character, and then having some situation like the hands kind of bother me. That's always like why sometimes Marvel Legends is more of it's like a frustrating experience almost. Yeah, see, it's dope that he has hands specifically made for the dark saber. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a great looking figure. He's gonna fall down though. Get a little bit more light on him. And the pistol isn't pink this time. Oh yeah, that was weird, huh? Wonder if the lighting will show through the dark saber. Did Hasbro recently finally give us force hands? Yeah, they had force hands on the Comic-Con exclusive Mando and Anakin set, but only like one side. They gave them. I don't know. Man, this figure is really, really stiff. That's one thing I'm not liking here right out of the box. I'm like I'm gonna be scared to push the articulation, but it is what it is. Yeah, this Mando does have some of the issues or some of the problems that previous Mandos have. I don't know. Well, actually, I wouldn't even call them problems. There's some choices they made on their Mando figures that are annoying, and those choices are present here. Shit, mainly the single jointed knees. It's weird that they do that, but I don't know. I don't want to be like it. It doesn't matter. It kind of matters, but it's just one of those things where like I still like the Mando figures from Mafex, so I don't let it bother me too much. Let's get his gun in there too. Oh, I forgot to switch out the hand because I knocked a bunch of stormtroopers over right now. But yeah, I like that the weapons and stuff are so easy to get into the hands. The ball joint at the wrist is a little hard to spin around because of his armor, but yeah, look at that, man. That is dope. Hasbro will throw in random trigger finger hands. I know for Star Wars figures, it's hella stupid. And then like yeah, so yesterday when I was at Target, I saw that the uh the season 1 Mando or whatever it is, and it was like they threw in one blade holding hand along, like it had trigger finger hands and then one blade holding hand. It's so weird. It makes me think like what are people over there actually not people over there because like Brandon works over there and he knows what people want out of figures. He wants the same thing out of figures. So But I just wonder, like, whoever's calling the shots, like, who thinks it's a good idea to have all their Star Wars figures stuck with trigger finger hands or lightsaber hands that don't hold the lightsabers? Look at that shit. That is dope. Damn, that's awesome. Will light you want to know if light will shine from behind the dark saber? Here, let me take off. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say I don't have another light handy, but I do. This light might be a little too much, but let's see. Yeah, kinda. You can see the light coming through the dark saber. Pleto says Hasbro ruins Jedi figures with trigger finger lightsaber, vaguely using force hands. Yeah, it's dumb. Like honestly, I don't even hate Black Series figures like the makeups. It just things like that are really annoying. But this is not meant to be a Black Series bashing session. Of course, like it's hard to compare Black Series to something like this because this shit costs. You can buy like 4 Black Series figures for the price that you pay for this. Oh yeah, this fell off right out of the box. And that's not for this figure, it's because one of the previous Mandos has like all kinds of accessories that you could attach to the hand. So yeah, he does this one does have way less accessories than other Mafex Mandos, but for me, it's cool because I don't want to deal with a bunch of accessories. I'm really happy with the amount of accessories he has. He has everything he needs, the gun. Oh, this is gonna piss me off. I might glue this one down actually. He's got his gun, he's got all his sabers and swords and stuff and whatever and all that shit. So uh, I'm good with the amount of accessories he has. But let's talk about we'll talk about articulation now. So I think I showed you all the accessories. Let me show you Grogu one more time. Grogu, let's see, he's got a little bit of articulation. That's cool. His arms move. There we go. On little ball joints, the head moves. Yeah, enough for Grogu for sure. For Shu. Is the Chrome a better version? I think the Chrome one is the coolest Mafex one for sure. I still think Figure Arts probably makes the best Mando figures, but I like the Mafex ones. And if you're gonna get a Mafex one, I think this one is the one to go with because he just looks incredible. You may want to keep a little cloth like this handy though to shine them up. But yeah, fingerprints aren't too big of an issue. A lot of people told me right before starting this review bunch of you guys actually. I'm all talking like it wasn't you guys that just fucking told me. But yeah, people were saying here in the chat that um, you know, watch out for fingerprints. But yeah, I didn't really notice too many fingerprints while handling the figure. It kind of moved. I mean, it was fine. CM Brock says one good thing about the Black Series is the Stormtrooper because building Stormtroopers with Mafex is definitely yeah. I like the Black Series Stormtroopers too. The Mafex one is freaking awesome, but yeah, it's way too expensive. Billy says, "I don't like the SHF Mandos. I think I have one of. I think this one right here. I think is the one you sold me. We'll talk about size comparisons in a minute. Shout out to the OG Billy Moon. Well, Billy, hey, it's happy. I'm good. I'm happy to see you here in the chat, man. I hope all is well. I feel like I don't see you too often, but happy to see you today, homeboy. Vato loco. Sorry, I'm talking, but I'm also trying to stand up some figures and keep them from falling with one hand. All right. Hey, 51 people here today. What's up, yo? Shout out to everyone hanging out. Um, you know, pretty soon, maybe during live toy reviews or during regular live streams, I have like hella Star Wars blockies, like the smaller ones. I was thinking about just starting to give them out because I don't want them. They sent them to me when I asked them for something else. Like I hit them up for the champion class Star Wars stuff, and then they sent a bunch of other Star Wars stuff. And it's like, well, I'm not doing anything. These are cool, but I don't need them. I don't want them. So I was thinking it'd be cool just to kind of give them away. Even though I know I'm not sure if people love them, just as like a simple fun giveaway. But the problem is they're small and cheap. It'll cost me as almost as much as the figure to ship it. So I don't know. We'll see. What? Karis One says there's a sale on Mafex Stormtroopers for 56 bucks. Holy shit. That's crazy. Okay, let's talk about articulation. So if you have any of the other previous um, MAFEX Mando figures, I feel like you probably won't be surprised by any of the articulation here. It seems like he has pretty much everything that we've seen on previous ones. But let's see if I could zoom out just a little bit to get some more space, more room here. Know what I mean? So, as for the articulation, the head does have movement at the upper neck and the lower neck. So, using both of those, we get some really nice tilt action, which is great for Mando because obviously he should have his helmet on all the time, and that's he's got to be expressive with the helmet and movements and shit like that. So that's cool. And then he can look side to side, which is great. He could oh shit, he could look up a really good amount considering he has a helmet. That's crazy. That's awesome. Then he could look down to only about right there. What's up with that? Doesn't really look down too much. I wonder if I spin the neck, will it look down more? That's okay. I don't need him to look down because then maybe they stopped it so he doesn't scratch the armor. Interesting. But yeah, he only looks down to about right there, which that's enough. That's fine. And then for the torso, he does have looks like he has like a diaphragm joint in there. And then, um, is there a joint at the waist too? Yeah, there's a joint at the waist. But there's so much going on here. It's going to be tough to really get him into. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Got a double ball joint in there. So, but yeah, considering all this shit, he moves forward an okay amount. I don't expect any Mando figure to do much more than that. And he does. There we go. Man, his joints are tight. I'm gonna have to fucking oil his ass up. Whoa, shit. Oil him up. That still sounds crazy. But yeah, yeah, the forward movement is pretty decent. And we get some nice like side to side. Again, all the torso area is pretty hindered by the straps, the belts, the armors, the plates, all that shit. But still, there's still pretty decent range. And then, he could rotate at the waist and then he could kind of rotate at the diaphragm. So pretty good stuff there. And then I forget what goes here. Did something pop out on me? No. Do you guys know? Anyways, okay, so for the arms, damn, did something pop out? I don't see anything laying around. So for the arms, he does have like that Mafex butterfly joint. Doesn't really go back at all. I feel like usually with Mafex, they can go back. With him, they only go forward. So they go forward to about right there, which, not horrible. Again, you have to kind of give it some grace because of all the armor and stuff. Piece of shit. Nah, not the figure, just this one little element. Like I said, I may glue that down. But yeah, the shoulder joint is okay. I wish it got a little bit more, but yeah, it's not too bad. And then the arm is able to go all the way around, so that's nice. It's able to hinge up a pretty good amount. The shoulder pad does get in the way a little bit actually. Like I see the hinge, so the arm could only pretty much go up to about right there because the uh the little post that holds the shoulder pauldron stops it. So it only goes up to right there. So there's that. And I think I mentioned it, but it does go all the way around. So that's cool. And then he does have I don't know if you want to. It's not really an upper bicep swivel. He gets a swivel at the upper part of the elbow, probably because they didn't want to break up this. So that's understandable, and this is perfectly fine. Like that works good. He has double jointed elbows that don't bend all that much. They only bend to about right there, so that could be better. The bandolier clip is where the rifle strap connects on the previous versions. Oh, right, right. Oh man, I hate the rifle connection setup on most Mando figures. It's always a mess. But anyways, okay, so I don't have to worry about that. I wish they would have plugged that up though. Um, and then yeah, so single jointed elbows don't get too much bend. I mean, double jointed elbows, but they don't get too much bend. Oh, this one seems to get a little bit more. Maybe I have to like just work this one in a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. That's not bad. I could definitely live with that. And then at the wrist, he does have a ball joint that has a hinge, and you could swivel at the wrist, swivel at the ball joint, do whatever you need to do. Mother trucker. And then for the legs, he's got drop down hips that are super tight, so I got to be careful. Like that's too tight. I don't want to push that one. Here we go. This one's good. Like I said, oh shit. Like I said, I'm gonna oil it up afterwards. But he does have drop down hips, and then his legs can go forward to about right there. But then all the armor and stuff does get in the way, so it doesn't really kick forward all that much. Kicks to the side to about right there. The side kick is not too bad. Yeah, the side kick isn't too bad. Yeah, the legs are definitely. Holy shit! What? Mafex always does that shit. I mean, it's not something they do, but I feel like they don't put enough oil in the joint here. Damn, that's tight. So yeah, I'll have to worry about that later. But yeah, so the legs are kind of limited, but again, it's kind of understandable because of all this and all this. It's not really understandable as the single jointed knees. I really wish they didn't do this, but it is what it is. So it bends to about right there. Kind of rotates if you want it to, but it doesn't seem like it's meant to. And like the shape of it doesn't allow like a clean rotation. It's possible. Then we get a rotation here at the foot, goes forward to right there, comes up to right there, a little bit of rocking action, but not the best. And then he has some toe hinge. So I will say articulation isn't this figure's strong point, strong suit. The legs are hindered, the shoulders aren't the best. The torso is hindered, but because of the design, can't really blame it. But I still feel like this figure can do everything that you'd want Mando to do. And you could get him into a lot of nice poses. You just have to kind of work with it. When we were posing it just a little bit ago, I was pretty happy with the way he looked. So again, not the greatest articulation ever, but there's enough there. I mean, it's this figure costs $110 on Big Bad Toy Store. So if you want to say there's not enough articulation for that price, like that's understandable. But as far as like just for a Mandalorian figure, I feel like there's enough articulation there. Obviously, I would have liked better movement in the legs. That's really the main complaint. Like the torso, I understand why it has to be that way. The shoulders, I get it. Like there's a lot of armor in the way, so it'd be hard to make it to where those move like crazy. So there are some areas where you could kind of forgive it, but the legs I think really could have been done better. And that's the case for all the Mafex Mandos. Okay, let me look at the chat real quick, and then we'll do some quick size comparisons, and then it'll be time to pretty much get out of here, I think, right? Felix says, "Hey Wade, did you know that on the action scenes, it's mostly John Wayne's grandson, Brendan, in costume for these stunts and fighting scenes?" Nah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Prioritize looking up for the jetpack. Yep. Um, okay, let's get some size comparisons here. Yeah, for this Sunday live stream thing, I really wanted to be more like a. I mean, I want to do reviews and stuff, but I wanted to make it turn it into a reason why I'd have. I mean, not a how can I word this? Like, I wanted to make it a thing where I'm doing model kits, so I could actually, make a model kit, and it could be like a productive thing. So I wanted to turn it into like something to do for the channel here instead of me just sitting there at my coffee table building them, watching TV. It's more like, why not? Let's build them while talking with the live chat. But today my thumb was all jacked up, so I was like, well, I don't think I should be pressing on model kits to try to um, push through this. So I said, let's review this Mando real quick. That'll be fun. For Mando's SHF articulation, Mafex for appearance. Yeah, and then Black Series for like durability and price, and you could almost say like fun factor because you can mess with them without worrying too much about breaking them. I'm trying to get a Black Series Mando. I didn't grab one. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the Black Series Mando figures aren't too bad. Hey, damn, this one has double jointed knees. What's up with that? This is an older one. Is it Rashid? What's up, yo? I have so many unbuilt kits sitting in the man cave. Yeah, man. Lately, model kits. Actually, hey, I don't recognize your name, so thank you for joining. If this is one of the only ones you've been to, but yeah, model kits have become such a popular thing and such an inexpensive and easy to get thing where it's like, I bought a couple and then they're just kind of sitting here, and I'm like, I'll get to them eventually, but they're hard to pass on for like 20-30 bucks. And they're awesome. Like Blockies and YOLO Park are straight killing it. So I have a couple. Like I have the Blockies, Rivals, Venom, Spider-Man, SPDR. I have the Blockies. What's his name? Drawing a blank on his name. The Transformers character, the purple guy. I'm looking at it. I just can't read the name from here, and I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name. Like Zorn or something. No, what the fuck is his name? Tarn, Tarn. I didn't read it. I remembered it. Tarn. Okay, so yeah, I have the Blockies Tarn. I have the uh YOLO Park Tarn. I have the YOLO Park Optimus Primal on the way. So lots of good stuff. I may have to turn these into maybe not just Sunday morning, but Sunday morning, every Sunday morning at the very least, you could come through and watch a live review or model kit build. But anyways, let's get into some size comparisons. So here we have the Chrome Mando alongside one of the figure arts Mandos. I'm not sure exactly which one this is, but it's a figure arts Mando over here. And then on this side, we have the Black Series Mando with a custom cape. I believe this cape came from Harker Customs. If not Harker Customs, it would have come from the GOAT Rebel 10. But uh, yeah, I mean, size wise, they all scale together really nicely. Um, I see what you guys were saying about the SH Figure Arts having more like cartoony kind of design elements, and I agree with you, but I still like them. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they all look good together. And then next up we have, so these are the two Mafex Mandos, I think. Oh no, this is not Mafex. This is Figure Arts. I only could tell the difference between because of the goddamn joints. And some of these Figure Arts Mandos may have been modified. I don't remember. I think I may have modified them. Wait, was this? No, that was Figure Arts. Like I think I dropped down the neck on one of them or something. Here is the like. See, that's the Mafex Mando, and I love the way it looks. The other Mando that I don't have, well, I have it, but I haven't built it, is the Bandai model kit Mando. Like I was putting that together and I liked it a lot. I just never finished it. So yeah, here is uh the Mafex Mando alongside another SH Figure Arts Mando. Again, I'm not 100% sure which one that is. I'm one figure short though, so let me grab. I dropped some shit, of course. We'll grab another Black Series. Forget this character's name, but it's Bill Burr. uh, so yeah, again, they all look good together. I have way too many Mandos. I don't need this many, but yeah, Mando is one of those characters. It's like for me, it's like Spider-Man. I want to every time I see a Mando, I want to get it. Even though, like when I saw the Black Series ones recently, it's like, oh, there's nothing necessarily new here, but I still want these. Lord Rockington says, I have the first Beskar Black Series Mando. It's got pins, but it's double jointed with better articulation than the new ones. Yeah, that's the one. I think that's the one I had right there. And then here's Another Mafex Mando alongside Bill Burr's character from The Mandalorian. There we go. And then let's go away from Mandalorian specific stuff. Um, Mafex needs to make this character. I don't know if I have his hat on the right way, but Mafex needs to make some motherfucking Cad Bane, yo. Cad Bane, Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, Captain Rex. I'd love to get all those from Mafex. Speaking of model kits, here's a actually let me fix it. This is a champion class Blockies Stormtrooper, and I love this thing. Like after I built this, I had it on my desk forever. It's such a cool little figure. He's small, obviously, and I just received the Han Solo and Luke model kits, and yeah, can't really fit in with these types of figures, but it looks cool by itself. That's definitely a hand figure. Also, I have the Blockies Champion Class Darth Vader, and I have a custom cape from Rebel 10 that I need to throw on there. But yeah, I would love someone. SH Figure Arts is doing the Clone Wars, uh, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin. Hopefully, they do a Cad Bane in that style, like that Clone Wars cartoon style. That'd be so freaking awesome. I can't wait for those to come out. Some of my most anticipated figures, although I keep forgetting about them. And then here we have one of the Mafex Stormtroopers, which is freaking awesome. Probably my favorite Stormtrooper. It's just way too expensive. And then we have a Black Series Stormtrooper, which these are awesome too. All the Stormtroopers are dope, man. Lots of good options out there. For me, like if I was building up a Stormtrooper army, I would have I would get a Mafex just to be like the main one, and then if you want to build out the army, do uh, a bunch of Black Series. So yeah, there we go. And then now going away from Star Wars, you know what we got to do. Here, let's do this. Let's get this out of the way real quick. Bam. Here we have Shiny Mando alongside the Marvel Legends Renew Your Vows Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Bucky Cap version 2, ho. Happy Sunday, Mark. What's up, yo? And then just to have him with some random 6-inch figures, here he is with the Big Bad Workshop spy figure and then the recently released Masters of the Universe Chronicles movie He-Man. And I have a full review for him. I just need to take pictures. I'll probably do that today and I'll have that up this week sometime. But man, he's tall. And last but not least, of course, you guys already know the most important figures in my collection. We have the NECA Mirage Comics Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Kirby, aka the King Jack Kirby, and then my original character Odious from Unparalleled Universe. We got to back him up, make sure he's all the way in frame. Odious from Unparalleled Universe. There'll be links for him everywhere. Get him. There's only a few left, but yeah, there we go. So Mando looks good with all kinds of different Star Wars figures. I think the scale is uh is great. Let's see. Do I have any? I have a couple of Grogu's that we could compare the Grogu to. Uh, I think I think this is just the Black Series one, but it's okay. We'll show. Damn, Grogu. Oh, this is the Mafex Grogu that came with this, and then I believe this is the Black Series Grogu. Grogu. So the Mafex one is way better for sure. Lots more detail, better sculpted, and it has articulation. And yeah, he looks pretty nice next to Mando. Yeah, so that's cool. Blockies are inexpensive. Yeah, they are. They're inexpensive and they're like everywhere, you know. You walk into a bookstore and they'll randomly have some blockies, or walk into Target or Walmart, they have blockies. Walk into like a Japanese like store, like what's uh I forget. I was somewhere and it was like blockies Transformers. It was some kind of Japanese like hobby store or something. I bet you they have them at Hobby Lobby. I don't know that for sure, but I just feel like they're everywhere. Shout out to Blockies, man. They're cool. They're man, you guys see their rivals Moon Knight? That shit looks really dope. From the promo images, it was like, oh yeah, whatever. But the somebody has it in hand, and I was like, holy shit, that thing looks amazing. Hey, look, his head goes up and down. But yeah, so I think that's about it for this review. I'll hang around just for a little bit to to talk to the chat before we get out of here. But yeah, so overall, at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, the dust settles, and it's all said and done, I think this is a great Mando figure. He does have his problems. I think the articulation is definitely, it leaves a lot to be desired. You know, like the legs aren't as posable as they should be. I don't think I mentioned it, but he does have toe hinge. Sorry about that. But yeah, the articulation definitely isn't the best. I kind of feel like shit in some aspects he feels just as articulated as like a Black Series version. Um, Maybe just a little bit more. So yeah, if you're looking for articulation, figure arts is probably the way to go. Like they have like the most articulation when it comes to Mando figures. Um, but like someone said earlier, if you want the best looking Mando, I think this one is it right here. Like this is the shine looks incredible. It's so eye catching. I didn't have any problems with fingerprints or anything, so that's really cool. The soft goods cape is nice. The figure, I think the proportions are good on him. A lot of people complain about Mando's helmet being too small on a lot of Mandalorian figures. That's not the case here. I think he looks really good. He's got a lot of great detail. I like all the weapons that he came with. They didn't overload him with weapons. So for me, accessories are great. Like more accessories, the better. But at a point, it just like there's too much. Like I've had to start. I should have done this a long time ago, and I think I've tried in the past. But I'm like cataloging all accessories, putting it in a spreadsheet, marking them like inventory. It's almost become work. So it's like, um, I appreciate that they only gave him what he needed. They didn't go too crazy with it. But again, I'm not trying to complain about figures having a lot of accessories, and they shouldn't stop. But for me, it's satisfying when there's not a million things to dig through for a figure. So yeah, I think, and they gave him like his essentials. They gave him everything he needs: jetpack, Beskar, spear, dark saber, Grogu, all that good stuff. So he has enough. But it just they like for previous Mandalorian figures, actually figure arts, they include all these little straps and all this type of little like clips and weird things that I hate. And I'm just glad we didn't see any of that here with this Mando figure. I'm gonna put the jetpack back on because that's probably how I'll display him. So yeah, they kept it simple, and I appreciate that. So if you're looking for one of the best looking Mandos, this may be a good option for you. Now, if you don't want to spend $130 or $110, whatever it is, then there are some other less expensive and probably more satisfying in certain aspects Mando figures out there. Like you could find a cheaper, more articulated Mando today at Target, but it won't look nearly as good. This one right here, I think, is the best looking Mando that you could get. That shine is just incredible. Put this in here. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. Kinda feels like, yeah. That Mando, this Mando right here is the best Mando, best looking Mando available in my opinion for 1/12 scale. What's going on here? I feel like the spear is a little off. So if you want to pick up this figure, I had the link in the live chat, and then I'll have a link in the comments. So be sure to use the link if you want to pick this up. Again, it's a nice figure, not perfect. Articulation could be better, but it looks amazing, has some great accessories. It's a little pricey, but it's a really nice looking Mando, probably the best looking Mando out there that you could buy. So use my link if you want to pick it up. I'll leave it pinned everywhere, all that kind of stuff. I want to thank everybody who joined the live chat. I'm going to hang out just for a little bit and talk to the live chat for a little bit. But at this point, this review is over. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.